everyone, and welcome back to Catharsis Inc. So today I'm finally getting into the fall and Halloween DIYs that I wanted to do. So if you also have a witchy aesthetic like I do throughout the entire year, you might also like these DIYs because they're definitely great for that as well. I'm super excited to show them to you. I have 4 different ideas, so let's go ahead and get to crafting. So our first DIY is going to be a candle stand. So I'll show you what we need for that. So as a base to work on, I picked up this wooden piece from Walmart. It's just called a rustic round. So I got that. So that's what we're going to be putting everything on. I also got one of these black styrofoam pumpkins from Dollar Tree. And this round wooden piece, I might have got this from Michael's. I believe it was 99 cents. So the concept is this little orange piece will come off. And I think it's just on there with a toothpick. Yeah. So you can pull that out. And this is what is going to hold our candle. And we're going to set this on the wooden base. But I want to add some decor around it. So for that, I'm going to be using some of these mushrooms from Dollar Tree. However, this pinkish red color looks cartoony to me. So I'm going to be painting them a more natural color. So I picked up Territorial Beige and Apple Barrel, Nutmeg Brown, and Beachcomber Beige. And then for our pumpkin, I'm going to cover that with a matte black chalk paint. And this is Waverly in the color Ink. And then I'm also going to be adding one of these cinnamon broom. Well, this isn't cinnamon. This one's the Apple Orchard. And to go along with that, I'm actually going to turn it into a broom with a handle. So I'm going to be using a stick that I found at a local park. You can also use a wooden dowel if you wanted to, or any type of stick in your backyard would work. And then I'll also be using, I'm not sure if I'll use all of this, but I just picked up one of these leaf vines from Dollar Tree and then a leaf pick. So to start off, I'm going to be painting the pumpkin one of the mushrooms. And then I also have a stain. This is in dark walnut. And I'm going to stain this wood round with this color here. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'll hop back on here to show you what the next step is. So it's the next day and I finally got everything stained and painted. And definitely if you're going to be staining, use gloves or your hands are going to look like mine. Okay, but I wanted to show you these things. So this is what the round, what would you even call it? It's just a round block looks like. So this is going to be the topper to our pumpkin. Then this is our pumpkin here. I didn't bother painting this because it's going to be our bottom. But you're probably wondering why I painted a black pumpkin black. Well, since I used black chalk paint, it gave it a matte finish. And that's what I was going for. So since this is the bottom, we're going to adhere this to the top, and this is going to be our candle holder. Then for our base, I went ahead and stained the top of it. And I used the same stain as the wooden round. But as you can see, this turned out darker, which I really like because it looks more like dirt. And that's what I was going for. And then this is how the mushroom turned out. So I just looked at a picture of a real mushroom and went based upon that using those 3 colored paints. So I think it turned out pretty cute. But I did want to tell you, definitely use a white primer on the red because it took a lot of coats of this brown color just to cover up that red. So yeah, just wanted to let you know about that. So now we are going to start assembling everything onto our slab of wood. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is how it turned out. I think it looks so much better than what I even expected. All the moss and the pine cones and the little mushroom things hanging off the pumpkin, that all came in that little pack of decorative moss from Dollar Tree. So I got a lot for my buck on that. Well, $1.25. But I think the broom came out super cute as well. It just looks so darling. I absolutely love it. And the wooden round is big enough if you wanted to put one of those 3-wick candles from Bath and Body on there. You could definitely do that as well. It would hold that weight. But yeah, this is so stinking cute. And of course, I'm going to leave mine out year round. But if you wanted to do a witchy theme for Halloween, you could do this as well. So cute. For our second craft, we're going to be making a wreath in the shape of a witch's hat. Now, I had got this witch's hat form from Dollar Tree last year. I'm not sure if they brought it out again this year. If they didn't, that's okay. You can still make a form like this out of cardboard. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a template and probably a stabilizer and trace out some cardboard to put on the back of this, because we need to fill in these holes here for what we're going to do. So yeah, you'll need one of these or at least some cardboard. You'll also need some sort of moss. And my favorite moss is the reindeer moss from Dollar Tree. So I picked up several bags of this. And this we're going to use to cover the entire hat. Now, if you want to go for a drier moss to make it look more like fall, you could definitely do that as well. But yeah, gonna do that. You'll also need some of this nautical rope, jute rope from Dollar Tree. And then I also picked up some florals that I liked. Now you can go with any type of florals that you want. These are just ones that I found really pretty. So I have this one here with a gorgeous orange. Then I found this burgundy color. Then I found some white sunflowers. Some of these small purple flowers. And then I found these gorgeous purple leaves. I thought those were so pretty. And then I also found some burgundy leaves. And then I went ahead and got some berries as well. So I got them in this burgundy color and also in a purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut out some cardboard in the shape of this hat and then somehow secure it on. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about securing it on yet. If I'm going to try to use zip ties or staples or glue or what. But when I come back on here and do it, I'll let you know what was successful and what wasn't. So I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but instead of using cardboard, I decided to go ahead and use tape. So I just used some packing tape and I went around the wreath form. So instead of using hot glue to put the moss down, I think I'm going to try using some Mod Podge and see if that works. I don't know. This might be a stupid idea or it might be a genius idea, but we are going to find out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the moss to adhere to this and then we can start decorating. And this is what it looks like so far. I think it looks really cool. I'm super excited. Now the Mod Podge did work. However, there were some stubborn pieces and for them I just did a little dab of hot glue just to secure them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this jute rope and I'm going to do 2 layers of that above the brim. So at the base of the triangle part, but above this little brim here. So I'll go ahead and do that and I'll show you what it looks like. Also, I wanted to mention that I only ended up using a little over 2 bags of this. So if you want to recreate this craft, pick up 3 bags and that'll be enough to cover the whole witch's hat. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I went ahead and hot glued 2 strands of the jute on there. So now I'm just going to start putting the flowers and the leaves on there. I think I'm just going to do it on one of the sides so we can still see some of the burlap here. So let's go ahead and do that and we can see how it turns out. And this is how the wreath turned out. And I know I said this about the last craft, but this turned out way better than what I was expecting. It is so pretty. This would make a gorgeous fall wreath. For me, it's going to be an all year round wreath. You could definitely change out the flowers for each season. But, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I love it. And the different types of florals with the berries and the leaves. I just think it is so gorgeous. And I forgot to tell you, on the back, I added some more of that nautical rope. I just hot glued it on there so you can hang it up if you wanted to. For our third craft, I picked up some Hexagon Decor. So I found this one here. And then I also found some bigger ones. So this one's a little bit bigger than this one. They actually fit inside of each other. I'm not sure if they're trinket trays or what they are, but I'm going to be using them as wall decor. And then I also picked up some bugs from Amazon, and this is a 43 pack. I will link it in the description down below if you're interested, but there's tons of different bugs in here. So let's open this up and see what exactly is in here. I had seen in the picture that there's some bats in here as well. So they got a little slug, a little caterpillar. Ew, a roach. Oh, don't like those. A butterfly. A cricket or a grasshopper. A fly. Ew, one of these creepy guys. Ooh, a dragonfly. He's really cool looking. Ooh, look at the spider. He's cool too. Oh, here's a different color butterfly. Oh, look at these long leggers. Disgusting. A praying mantis. He's pretty cool. What's this thing? Oh, snake. Oh, they even got an ant in here. And, oh, a beetle. I absolutely love beetles. They are so cool. Oh, here's an orange butterfly. That's really pretty. And then this pretty green one. Here's a different kind of beetle. Really cool. Ooh, then this one. I haven't found any bats yet. Oh, here's a ladybug. Oh, wait, here's a bat. Cool. Oh, they even have frogs in here. Wow, this thing comes with a wide variety of stuff. Here's a lizard. Holy cow. Oh, here's a gray bat. That is awesome. So you've probably, oh, here's a scorpion. Crazy. You've probably seen these decors floating around for Halloween. I've seen different versions of them before, but essentially what it is it's wall decor that has bugs on it. So I'm going to do mine similar to those, but instead of like one of those wall plaques that Dollar Tree has, it's just wood, and it's like got like a shaped, I don't know, it's like shaped, kind of looks Victorian. I'm just going to use these hexagons. So for this one, I'm going to do 3 little bugs, and I'm not sure if I'm going to hang it this way or this way yet, but I'm going to take some of my Halloween scrapbook paper and lay it in there. Now, I seen where somebody was doing a different craft with this and actually was able to lift this little frame up off of there, but I don't have a heat gun, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I might just have to try to fit the paper inside of there. And then I'm going to paint the bugs either black or gold, or maybe a mixture of both, and then just lay them on there like that. I thought that would be really cool. And then for the bigger ones, I'll probably use the bats. So I'll do the same concept, put Halloween paper in the back, and then attach the bat on there like that. Thought that would be really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what they look like. And this is how they turned out. I think they're so neat, and I love that you can determine what kind of paper you want on the back. So whether you want to go with a Halloween theme paper or an everyday paper like I did, because I'm definitely going to be keeping these up year round. But yeah, I think they came out so cute. I went ahead and painted the beetles gold. I think it's a good contrast with the black paper that I chose. Then for the spider, I left him how he was, so he's got some brown coloring down there. I really like that. And I used black paper, and then I used some of that cobweb mesh that I got from Dollar Tree and put over top. And then for the bat, I left him as he was as well. So he's got a little bit of pink on him. And I chose this really pretty spooky paper that I had from a scrapbook pack from Michaels. But yeah, I think they turned out really good. And I think I'm going to put them in my bedroom for all year round decor. For our last craft, I'm going to be using one of these chalkboard pumpkin signs that Dollar Tree had put out for Halloween. But I think for this DIY, I'm actually going to be cutting off the pumpkin here, because I want to just use this flat area here. So what I want to do is essentially make a spell board for my kitchen. So I made some tea stained paper, and I printed out a home cleansing spell onto the stained paper. So that is here. Not sure if you can see the stain on camera. You can see it a little bit there against the white, but I printed that off. I will be sure to leave a copy of the spell down in the description if you're interested in checking that out. But my plan is to cut this off here and then trim off the excess here, so just leave the spell portion, and then adhere it to the board here. And I think I also want to add some reindeer moss. I love using this reindeer moss for all kinds of different decors, as you've already seen in some of the crafts I did for this video. So I think I'm going to add some of that to this. But you could essentially type up any spell or even handwrite it if you wanted to. If your handwriting's really pretty, maybe do a really gorgeous calligraphy. I think that would be nice. And of course, if you didn't want the reindeer moss, or maybe if you wanted to do a more fall look. You could put fall leaves around here instead, or twinkle lights. So it's very versatile. But yeah, let me go ahead and cut this off, and I'll adhere everything, put it all together, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And this is how it turned out. I went ahead and added the hanger that was on top of the pumpkin board to the top of mine right here. I just hot glued it since there were no holes, since I cut off the top. And I added the moss. And while I was cutting, I was like, the straight edges look too clean. So then that's when I started tearing the paper instead, and I think that looks a lot better. It's almost like it was tore out of a book. And like I was saying, you could do anything here. You could do a banishing spell, a list of potions, if you wanted to do a spooky Halloween bucket list, or all kinds of things that you could put here. But I think it turned out really nice. And eventually I might add more to it. Maybe natural acorns and leaves that I find out foraging. But yeah, I think it turned out really nice and I love it. I hope you all enjoyed these versatile DIYs. I definitely enjoyed making them. If you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.